The final weekend of the summer. Hope you're enjoying it wherever you are as we are off and running on EA Sports.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Now the new pickup from New England. This is Damian Harris.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Well, this defense for the Raiders, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3.
Now a man in for an expanded role in 2023. It's James Cook.
He'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
When you're lateral to the line of scrimmage, linebackers keep those shoulders square so they can go up and down. But when it's time to go, turn your shoulders just like a running back. Get through the line and hit the runner in the backfield.
This defense looking for an early stop. This is 3rd down and 6. From the gun, it's Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. Pulled in at the 24. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return.
And it'll be Raiders football, 1st and 10. And Garoppolo going to lead the Raiders up here 1st and 10.
At about the 32.
Our first carry for the all-pro running back, it's Josh Jacobs.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
When you look at this defense,
they come into this one down at the 27th position in the league, Charles, against the run.
And being able to set the tone early in this game, because when you get down to it, it's that sign that we saw in their football facility when we visited with them. The one that said no explosives, no big plays, no chunk plays. That's what they've got to take care of.
From the 35, here's 2nd down and 7.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the 1st down.
Try to run for it with Jacobs. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider 1st down.
Now a play fake. Garoppolo. A short throw, and that's held in by Mayer. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Second down and 3. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Third down and 1. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Would have been a decently long field goal, 51 yards from here, but instead they're going to go for it. They go with Jacobs. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here, 1st and 10. Garoppolo. And he will find his man Schwartz. That's complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Anthony Schwartz, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Raiders have taken the early lead on the road here in Buffalo. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest play.
There he goes, right side. A big play here for Buffalo. 53 yards.
And the offense is saying to itself right now, only they were all this easy because he was wide open. And once he made the catch, plenty of room to work his way downfield. That was a breakdown on the defensive side of the ball, one that they want to fix immediately.
Naeem Hines, his first carry. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on.
to the air. Allen under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Balone Nichols in there to take him down.
All about the offense so far this drive, putting something sustained together. But the defense, they responded on that play. Second and manageable became 3rd and long. The drive marching to the end zone is one play from stalling out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And this is incomplete. Oh, that looked like a sure 6 points, but he could not get that to stick, and that is a golden opportunity wasted there.
A 48-yard attempt.
And this is not going to be anywhere close. No good, way wide to the left. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Looked like he might have overcompensated there for being on the right hash, because you've got to make sure you get the angle right. But that time he started it too far left and winds up hooking it way too far.
They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead him to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
From the 44 now, here's 2nd and 4.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park.
You look at this Buffalo defense, they're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
Well, there wasn't anything wrong with them on that play, was there? Able to make a nice stop, held them to no gain. The key to their defense, though, is exactly what the defensive coordinator told you and I. They've got to be consistent.
Garoppolo looks to throw.
And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. Deontay Hardy back deep.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they were in field goal range the last time out, but couldn't connect.
And it's early in the game, so I don't think that the confidence just goes entirely out of, running your kicker back out there. But let's face it, some coaches have a little bit less patience for that than others. Let's see if they call the game differently now in terms of what they do on drives and not try and settle for field goals.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
The Bills had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And listen, they knew last week they were in for a tough fight on the road. But now here's the home opener and a chance to get things right.
And I like the way that you presented that, because the bottom line is they didn't come out of that loss discouraged. They just came home and said, hey, if we do what we're supposed to do, protect our home turf, we'll be just fine.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. They work now on 2nd and 9.
Allen now looks to throw.
Looking for Knox on the crossing route. It's complete.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Allen and Knox teaming up there for Buffalo first down.
Knox enjoyed his first Pro Bowl season of a 4-year career in 2022, almost matching his career highs in yards and catches. That came after signing a 4-year extension with Buffalo. who expects him to keep making plays like that first down we just saw.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
From midfield, here's Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
And, partner, it's safe to say that the secondary really contributed to that sack.
Yeah, nickel set, 5 defensive backs. They covered everything. Nowhere to go with the football. But my question is, why didn't he throw it away?
On 3rd and long, it's Allen. And pressure coming, and they got him once again.
More than one defender there, and that's a loss of 5 on the sack.
Now the punter, Sam Martin, called on to kick it away here. Oh, it's a wobbler here. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. 41 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your 2nd down play.
2nd down and 4.
On play action, it's Garoppolo. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that's it. He's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
So the decision to throw out that challenge flag, a good one, as they'll get credited with a completion.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
Not a ton of room available on that one, but he made use of what space was available and gained decent yardage.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4.
Garoppolo now.
The pass taken in by Mayer.
And they move this all the way down to the 9. 25 yards that time.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Here's Jacobs. Oh, look at the juke. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal.
Hat tip to that offensive line. They're clearing some holes, even down here deep in the red zone. And that's a nice pickup on the ground on 1st and goal.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. In motion left, the tight end.
Jacobs again.
Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
But it looks like one of the DBs has it.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
You know,
often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they take over in a precarious spot here, albeit after forcing the fumble at the goal line. This is safety territory as they start from their own 1. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
2nd and 10. In his own end zone, it's Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he's only able to get it to right around the 3. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
The Bills on 3rd down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 8. Snap comes at 1, and it's Allen. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
Well, based on what we've seen so far, I don't think you can even call this an off day anymore, partner, because this group we're watching, they are totally out of rhythm, trying to get their game plan up and running. That 0 on the scoreboard is glaring down at them with every incompletion.
That'll go down as just a 20-yard punt. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Jacobs going to try the middle. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's the linebacker, Matt Milano, getting up and stopping him for a loss.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
Looking to throw, Garoppolo. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Schwartz. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 3rd catch of this first half for him, and this one is a 1st down. 2nd quarter action with 1:59 remaining. Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. Here's Garoppolo to throw. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
We know all the receivers go through those tiptoe drills, right, trying to get their feet down inbounds. But a lot of the times what we don't talk about is when they're up in the air and they catch the ball. You ever notice how they're reaching back with their feet? Not just straight down, but back, because they're trying to create enough distance to make sure their feet are in bounds. They weren't able to get it done on that one, though.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Throwing is Garoppolo on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Raiders are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They'll send one of those 2 tight ends in motion. Play action. Garoppolo.
Open man, it's Mayer in the end zone for the Raiders touchdown.
Jimmy Garoppolo with his 2nd touchdown pass of this first half.
And the Raiders will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And it's now 14-0. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something. Being shut out right now, they could really use some momentum before they head into halftime.
That's complete to the running back, Nyheim Hines. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's Allen. He's got it complete to Diggs, right side. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
To throw, it's Allen. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to get the football here at their own 23.
They'll take over at 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the 2nd quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead.
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. To throw is Garoppolo. Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
And that's the knowledge you gain from being in this league for a long time. He's learned the hard way when to give up and fight another down. And that's a smart move to throw it away.
a 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. A 2-touchdown game, 14-0 the score as we get rolling again here in this second half.
Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. And his pass incomplete.
A great job defensively taking away his receivers, and he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
Here's 2nd and 10.
To throw, it's Garoppolo.
A throw out wide, going to be incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Now Garoppolo. He finds his man, complete. It's Jacobs. And they're going to stop him short of the first down as he's tackled at about the 21. Here's A.J. Cole now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. On the return, Hardy. And a 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
From the lineman to the guy running with it, that was a well-executed first down by the offense. With 2 shots left to get the first, you can get a little aggressive here on second down if you want and try for some bigger yardage.
Allen looks to throw on second down. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
Well, that's the kind of play that was lacking all the way through the first half. Maybe this can give them a little bit of a spark because they're not out of this game by any stretch.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Right there, we can do it. Okay, let's make some good
Left side, Cook. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Second and 7.
56, 56.
Now Allen. Onside caught by Diggs. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 24-yard line. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now whistles, and the Raiders are going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter.
Push through, baby. Let's do this. Time to waste. Let's go. Turn it up, fellas. Turn it up. It's about time.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully, to get themselves kick-started.
The ball resting on the 20. Here's 2nd and 6. Here's Cook again. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now Allen. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Divine Diablo dropping him behind the line of scrimmage.
Tyler Bass for the Bills field goal. A 44-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. They've got to right the ship. They had a great first half, but the lead has really gone down. Now, you know, you always talk about the adjustment to the adjustment. They've got to adjust right here.
And I think a lot of it is just mentally. Get back to doing what you were doing well in the beginning of the game, but a lot of that is playing with that emotion and that sense of pride and fire that sometimes goes away a little bit when you build up a lead. You think you've got it going, and you also think at any moment I can go ahead and go back to the way it was before. You and I both know it's not that easy once you get off the gas a little.
Yeah, they don't want to see this lead diminish anymore. Now Garoppolo throwing on second. Throw left side, there's Schwartz with it. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it's 3rd and 4 now. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Flushed out right. He's going to find and complete it to Renfro. And he is going to have the Raiders first down, I do believe. Yes, he's got it by about a yard there on 3rd and 3.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
Counter play with Jacobs. To about the 40-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defense in front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's a 2nd and 8. On play action, now Garoppolo. He sets to fire deep. That's caught inside the 20. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a big play there for Vegas. 51 yards.
Boy, this has just been an offensive clinic. It's seemingly been one big play after another, and add this one onto the list. When you can bite off more than half the field on one play, things are definitely working in your favor.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. 3 touchdown passes now for Jimmy Garoppolo. And the Raiders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 18 now.
21. Bills 3. Daniel Carlson, the kickoff for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
At the 19-yard line.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Allen now looks to throw.
Oh, he rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it.
And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
So a nice play defensively by the rookie, coming up with the INT.
And that's a late-round pick right there, making a first-round impact. And a lot of these day 3 corners, they end up winding up on special teams and sub-packages and even on the practice squad. But he's really made an impact on this defense, and he comes up with the interception there.
Here's a handoff to Jacobs. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Garoppolo now.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted.
Picked off by Micah Hyde.
And the Bills are going to take over here near the 40. Well, that interception at least offers them a glimmer of hope here in the 4th quarter.
That certainly does if the offense goes out and makes a pay by getting into the end zone. And if it does, then they get a chance to get back out on the field and try and do it again. Maybe they can force that offense into more and more mistakes and give them a chance to get back into this one totally.
They have still a 3-score hill to climb. We'll see if they can do it.
So after the INT, it's Allen. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Trayvon Merrick.
And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run right here with Jacobs.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. 69 yards on the ground here for Jacobs, and this is a 1st down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
Once again, it's Jacobs. Pushes past him and bulldozing his way through. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown.
Josh Jacobs with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are on their way to a 2-0 start.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And they open the lead up now to 25. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but The self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Now Allen throwing on second down. And Cook has it left side. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Throwing is Allen on third. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants this lead to stay right where it is.
He's into space past the 25. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. It's a gain of 35.
First down. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Up the middle, it's Cook. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. 12 more yards there and another first down.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. Here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. This to Hines on the drop-off. Touchdown, Bills! Naeem Hines. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. See, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. No, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Teron Johnson able to pick it, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
56. Let's get some points on the ball.
From the gun, it's Allen. Out to the left, he's got his tight end Knox. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
A 3-score game here late. You can probably rule out the comeback, but certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. But if they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to this squad.
Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter.
It's about time, fellas. Like you want to win. You can do it, baby.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
Let's make something happen. Come on, big play.
Allen going to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Jerry Tillery able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Together, offense. Keep it together. Get that first down, fellas. Let's get out of here with a win, folks.
Allen. And Diggs has it. Touchdown. Stephon Diggs with career touchdown number 60.
And the Bills have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept him out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on him. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Here's Bass now for the extra point.
And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So down a couple scores, only 1 timeout left. You figure they have to get this one. And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. A beautiful fake. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I
know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30.
Gotta step it up. Here we go, here we go, here we go.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here, 2nd and 11. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. Give him 3 yards on the run there. That still leaves him with a difficult 3rd and 8 coming up. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
3rd and 8. Running for it, Haskins.
No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. The kick by Carlson is good.
So after 4 touchdowns in the game for this offense, this time they're forced into taking the 3.
But you did mention 4 touchdowns, right? So 4 out of 5, not too bad. I think that's a pretty good record for them.
After the made field goal, Carlson now sets up to kick this away.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Allen.
And the Raiders have got him.
So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders.
And they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for the Raiders, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road.